So, let's be honest, writing an SOP feels less like telling your own story and more like a literary hunger game. So with so many AI generated options now, template overload and admissions officers hunting for authenticity, how can students make sure that they can actually stand out without sounding like someone else or many others who are also trying to stand out?
Absolutely right.
They shouldn't sound identical,
Yes.
right? With AI being so much on the forefront and so much other template overloads, like everybody, if we start templatizing everything, then everything will be like, identical, similar, right? So how do students in the current times, overcome this challenge of becoming identical with others?
You're absolutely right.
The matrix, it has become a matrix of sort, like, writing an SOP. Now people can create a matrix.
Yeah, it's like a battle of authenticity amidst
And originality.
In a sea of polished AI generated essay.
Right. Right.
This is quite challenging, but I think that writing your essays or writing your SOP has to be about you. Don't use templates.
Right.
First thing I would say, don't use templates. Your beginning paragraph is how you're defining a moment, where you're bringing the other person who's reading your essay into your space.
Right.
You don't have to tell them, you show them through your own life examples.
Absolutely.
Right? You don't make a statement, you make connections. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. I would say how high school debate experience made me a problem solver in a business venture that I started.
Right.
Connections. Or maybe how the stories which my grandmom told me influenced my design thinking skills.
Right.
So there's a connection which is happening. So don't make a statement. Your essay should not sound like a research paper.
It should have more personal anecdotes.
Yes, it has to be very personal. It has to be real. It has to be about you. Use AI as a tool, but don't use it like a crutch. Don't be so dependable on it. Use it to structure your essay. Use it to brainstorm for ideas. But then the story should be yours. It should be real. And I think this is something I always emphasize when I'm doing brainstorming sessions with my students, and when I get the first draft from them and I say, this is not you. Don't look for a polished AI jargon essay. It can be a simple essay which is showing a strong connection about who you truly are and what you're trying to say in it. So that's what I would say for the SOPs and essays. As I can say, I've been reading essays and SOPs forever. I feel SOPs need to be very conversationalist.
Absolutely. The tone should be conversational, chatty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to, they're not looking for a perfect essay. They just want to know more about you.
Maybe even the imperfections they're looking at.
Yes. They know that it's too perfect to be you.
Yeah.
So at the same time, it can be a conversationalist, it can be talking about yourself, and I think that's what the university wants to see. And I see the
do universities accept, verbal SOPs, like, the way, like, say, instead of a written one, do they accept recordings where the student talks about?
That's what's happening in the postgraduate.
Oh.
Yes. So video essays are coming up.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about it, like, video essays. I think video essays are more spontaneous and they're more real.
And even University of Toronto also asks for a video essay, at least one. They basically, I think, want to know about your strong communication skills, your ability to get your point across effectively, your style, your tone, your look, so the
entire body language.
They get to feel that, yes, the person who's written that essay, because there will be essays.
Yes.
And the person who's speaking in front of the camera are the same person.
Absolutely.
So yes, even for masters now we have video essays. We have tell us about yourself kind of a thing, small script which is written for them, or sometimes they have a series of questions which is called the Kira interview. So it's not a one-to-one interview. These are pre-recorded questions, not pre-recorded, they are questions which are given there and then, and you get a few minutes to speak out those answers. And I think that's a really good way, because this way the students are also take their applications a bit more seriously. When the master, they know they have to come in front of the camera and speak that language. So I'm quite happy about it.